The Glavan Ford Locker Room Show gets a look into Tiger Band as we're joined by the two drum majors on this year's Tiger Marching Band. Afton Sterling is with us and Spencer Coffman. And guys, for our listeners, introduce who your parents are so we get here. You've done this before, Afton, through tennis, but we'll tell them again.
Okay. My parents are Greg and Shanna Sterling.
And my parents are Dave and Darla Coffman.
And explain to our viewers and listeners what a drum major means.
So basically, the drum major is one of the leaders of the band. You see us walk in front of the band during parades. You see us up there on the big old stand during the halftime show. We're basically in charge of keeping time, just making sure that everybody knows what's going on.
So Afton, for me, it's tough enough just to walk, whether it be in step with others or not, but now you guys have to turn and do it backwards as well. How tough is the art of doing what you guys do?
So it all started right outside the band room in the high school, and we marched backwards up the big hill past the track, and my calves and thighs were like dead for weeks by doing that. And after a while, I picked it up. I wasn't good at it at first, and then it just came with practice, and so now I have nice calves, I guess, from doing that. So I'm always scared. I walk in front of the percussion, and I always tell them, "Hey, if I'm gonna fall in a hole, please let me know." But they never do. So
no trust at all there.
They just laugh if I trip or something. So.
Whoever thought band wasn't athletic needs to take a look at what you guys do.
It takes a lot of.
Spencer, talk about the marching band in competition. You guys have had a couple of different ones this year and have performed very, very well, right?
Yeah, I'm actually really proud of our band this year. We've come a long way from the start of the season, start of the school year. At band camp, I was having my doubts, if I'm being honest, but definitely overcame those. We grew together really well as a band. When we went to Topeka, we didn't really do as well as I'd hoped, but we still did really well. And even if our band can't really see that, I hope that they notice that eventually because it was a pretty big deal. Holton was okay. We still performed really, really well. I'm just proud of our band overall. So.
Yeah, it's an interesting chemistry for you guys because there's so many different functions of what's going on as far as instruments, playing together, but then able to march together and bring that all together. And I know the leader of that is Daniela Thrasher.
Oh yeah.
Give us a little thought about your band director and maybe a favorite memory that you've had, be it this year or in band and not.
I don't really have a favorite memory with Mrs. Thrasher, but I just really like the time that I get to spend with her at the middle school because I'm a TA for the 7th and 8th grade band. And sometimes I just sit in the band office with Mrs. Thrasher and we talk about what we're going to do next or what we can do to help make the band better. Some new songs that we can add to pep band tunes. It's just that kind of thing that I really like with Mrs. Thrasher or Mr. Tinkler. It's just that kind of thing that really gets me going,
Yeah, I can imagine. Afton, do you have something that stands out to you?
I just like that Mrs. Thrasher's really easy to talk to, and usually in the mornings we sit in her office and, she'll walk in and out or, we'll talk to her about random things, and we always take a picture before football games in her office. Some seniors do, and so it's just really fun to get to bond with her and Mr. Tinkler too.
You mentioned as seniors to see the new football field going in, you have to be excited for the future of Tiger Band because you guys can see the importance of what would have happened with that. What are some thoughts on your plans for the future? Do you have them set yet, or are you still waiting to see what will happen?
I'm still waiting to see where I want to go, but I think I've decided to go into physical therapy and maybe join a band or even the tennis team wherever I choose to go to school. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know where I want to go. I'm thinking about Fort Hays. I get some mixed reviews when I tell people that, but
we had a student go through Fort Hays. Yeah. I'm all for it.
Oh yeah, it's good price. It's good quality. That's what I'm looking for, and just good band program there, and that's what I've been looking into. And I've been thinking about going into radiology, being a radiology tech. That's just where I think I want to be right now and where I think I want to be in the future. So
yeah, well, the future of band runs through you guys and through Mrs. Thrasher and through the students that have built this thing up. We commented at the last ball game on Friday night. We were at halftime, and Randy Carlson, who was in Tiger Band many, many years ago, I know you guys know him through City Band, he just looked at me and said, "Can you remember what it was like?" And I don't know how many years ago he said. Before, I'll point to her right there. Daniela arrived, and I just nodded my head with a look of, yeah, it's come a long, long way. You guys are a big part of that. So thanks for all you do with Tiger Band. We appreciate it. That's a Tiger Band on the Glavan Ford Locker Room Show.